Born in pain and shed of sorrow, a teardrop fell from cheek to ground. Soon a cold and icy rainfall led the teardrop to a puddle, muddy and shallow. Looking towards the clearing sky, the sad teardrop could suddenly see a beautiful rainbow stretching from horizon to horizon. It spanned the air amidst the clouds, radiant and full of promise. The teardrop had never seen anything so stunning and miraculous, and he wondered how a teardrop lowly as he could ever become a rainbow. The puddle seeped into a tiny stream, carrying the teardrop with it. The teardrop asked the stream, "How can I become a rainbow?" The stream answered, "First, you must become part of a peaceful pond." So the teardrop followed the stream until it emptied into a still pond, surrounded by green trees and grass. It was silent and peaceful all around. The teardrop asked the pond, "How can I become a rainbow?" The pond answered, "First you must become part of a mighty river." With the spring came heavy rain, causing the pond to rise and overflow into a raging creek. It swiftly carried the teardrop to a big river, wide and mighty. The teardrop asked the river, "How can I become a rainbow?" The river answered, "First you must become part of the enormous ocean." The river began to widen and widen until it poured into a huge ocean that circled the earth. It was deep, filled with swift and strong currents. In the ocean, the teardrop could go to all the ends of the earth. He became part of a wave on the coastline of Oregon. Africa. Japan. The teardrop still had his dream. He asked the ocean, "How can I become a rainbow?" The ocean answered, "First you must become part of a soft and gentle cloud." Soon the sun turned hot, and the water on top of the ocean began to evaporate. The teardrop suddenly became invisible, and he rose into the air high above the ocean. The air got cooler and the teardrop reappeared in the middle of a soft white cloud. Silently it drifted by day and by night over the majestic mountains and valleys, carrying a shadow along on the surface below. The teardrop asked the cloud, "How can I become a rainbow?" The cloud answered, "First you must become part of a terrible storm." The wind began to grow stronger and other clouds came closer, driving the teardrop up into the midst of a towering thundercloud. Never before had the teardrop felt such power and energy as it swept across the land with fiery lightning and roaring thunder. The teardrop asked the storm, "How can I become a rainbow?" The storm answered, "Look toward the sun." The teardrop moved to the back of the storm where the sun was beginning to break through. Behind the storm, the earth was washed clean and everything looked new again. Suddenly, the teardrop caught a sun ray, and he looked all around to find other teardrops beside him. Together, they reflected the fiery sunlight in wide bands of every color imaginable. Together, they stood in a great arch in the sky over the sparkling earth. The teardrop looked down to see the eye from which he came. Sorrow had been replaced with happiness and despair had been replaced with hope. The teardrop finally became a rainbow, as do they all.